Alright, this is just a quick video review of Generation's Fall of Cybertron Soundblaster. Don't recall him ever being in the game. He is just a repaint of Soundwave as an homage to the old Soundblaster repaint of Soundwave. So yeah, he's still got the same little push-a-button gimmicky. He comes with Buzsaw instead of Laserbeak, which is part of the reason I bought him. We'll see Buzsaw here in a minute. To have all the different cassettes. He was all by himself. All the other Soundwaves had been sold, and he was all lonely in Toys R Us. So I bought him for whatever reason. You know, maybe I'll give him away. I don't really need him. I wanted Buzzsaw. We'll see. Maybe he'll just end up going to charity. Who knows? We'll give him away. We'll do something with him. So yeah. I'm not gonna. He's more of a dark blue gray than black. Kind of a charcoaly gray versus a solid black with yellow highlights and reddish pink wheels. Actually, I guess they are just more reddish with a slight tinge of pink. But other than that, we were looking at the exact same figure. So we won't dwell too much on getting him into robot mode. We're just going to go ahead and do it because that's the way. We all like it. Anyway, pull his down, pull his diaper around. I say that, it didn't really look like a diaper. Not nearly as bad as the titanium figure did. Oh, yep. Let's get you out of the way. Fold the wheels back. Ka-chow. Put you up. Ka-chow. Put you up. Flatten that down. Fold the panels behind you. Flip you out. Put his arm down. Flip out his fist. Shoulder cannon. Bring this down, push it forward, push this forward. It's not going to go all the way forward because we do have Buzsaw in there, but it'll sit about right there for right now. He does have the launching gimmick, and I found that I've had more success launching Buzsaw out of him than I did launching any of the cassettes out of Soundwave. I don't know if where exactly that is possible. It may just be that Buzsaw is easier to transform, a little looser than some of the others, but we'll do that. Why did my screen just go dark? Okay, I don't know why. My screen just shut off and it looked like it had gone black. But no, we're still recording, so here we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and push this button. And pop him out. And hey, it worked. He transformed in midair. He was actually in the process of transforming as he flew toward the thing. So that is 4 times now in a row successfully I have launched Buzsaw out of him and gotten him to transform. So hopefully that will remain a trend. Now, and here's Buzsaw. He's a golden version of Laserbeak. That's really all there is there. It's just same mold, different colors. Transforms a little easier. I don't think that's inherent. Ratbat, despite being the exact same transformation and aside from some curvy edges, pretty much the same mold, does not transform as well popping out of Soundwave that Laserbeak and Buzsaw do. So I don't know what's up with that. So yeah, there's that. Now, something else I've noticed is, one, you can see with this out and this pushed all the way forward, supposedly, it doesn't sit all the way flush with the robot chest. There's a little circle there. And part of that is right here. You can see there's a little bit of the gray part still sticking out of the back there. Lift this up. You can see how the spine's not all the way flush. But if you, before you do anything, if you push it right here, you can actually snap that all the way in, and it brings this all the way flush with the front of the robot. Also, one of the things I've noticed, and then when you do that and push this forward, if you don't have a cassette in, it really pretty much eliminates all the gap back here. This sits right up flush against his back and makes it look a little better. Also, one of the issues with discs getting stuck trying to launch is they're just slightly too big to just pop right out. And I see why they did that, because you don't want them, if you tilt them forward, you don't want them all just pouring out of his chest. But sometimes some of these edges will get caught on one of these little ridges that are meant to hold them in. Alright, I don't know what happened there. My phone has been like shutting down as if I haven't messed with it. And, like the auto shut off. I don't know why it has suddenly started doing that while I was shooting this. It didn't do it when I shot the last. Well, actually, when I say the last video, I mean when I shot this video the first time and it screwed things up. So maybe this is not the app I really want. We'll see. But I was talking about these ridges down here, and it can get caught right under here. And if you look up here, you can see the screw right here at the top of the circle, because that's where this spine piece screws into here. And it sits right behind there. And right behind there, it's pretty solid. I just popped it out a little bit right there, but it's generally pretty solid for the piece. Down here, however, you can kind of see it bends a little bit. It's a lot looser. You can kind of see that bend going on there. So if something gets caught down here, it can push this up front, but it won't push this out as effectively because there's nothing solid behind it. There's no... I think if they found a way to make the solid point here, right in the dead center of the chest, it might have actually been more effective at pushing them out, as well as pushing the button as it releases. But, so that's a minor issue. And it is a minor issue, but I think that's part of the reason. Like, if you don't put these in the right way where they're not going to get stuck or caught on that bottom ridge, it's going to be a lot harder to pop them out that way. So there's that. But yeah, so there's Soundblaster. That's really all there is to him. He's the exact same as Soundwave, same articulation, different colors. Comes with Buzzsaw, which is just a different colored laser beak. I might have been crazy for buying him since I already have Soundwave, and I even only bought. I hadn't even planned on buying Soundwave. I bought him on a lark, and then I kind of bought him on a lark, or Soundblaster here on a lark, and whatever. I did end up buying a Fall of Cybertron Grimlock after reviewing Soundwave, so he's on the way. But yeah, pop him open. You can actually set him up on his shoulder. He just kind of has to rest on his head. You can, if you want, actually get him to rest on Soundwave's arm or Soundblaster's arm, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's a decent upgrade. Either one works, I guess, to the Fall of Cybertron, the War for Cybertron Soundwave. If you've already got War for Cybertron Soundwave, maybe not worth the extra money unless you just want him to be bigger on your shelf. Because there's not a whole lot different. People complain that the gimmick makes his chest too big, and I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think he looks disproportionate. But he's just a bigger Soundwave. And if you've already got the character, he's out of scale with Optimus and Megatron. So there's strikes against him if you care about that type of stuff. But he's fun. I don't feel ripped off. I feel like he's generally worth the money. And is a decent version of the figure, so... Anyway, there he is, Fall of Cybertron Soundblaster.